internet. Welcome to the InTalksicated Podcast, a weekly comedy talk show that dives into the personal lives of comedians, experts, and creators. I'm your host, Sarah McClellan, a very amateur stand-up comedian and self-proclaimed sad girl. It's the comedy podcast with a lot of heart. Feel hard and talk hard. This is the InTalksicated Podcast. And we're back.
We're on air. Oh, yeah, we're back.
We're back.
Welcome back to our channel.
Welcome back to...
Oh, it's funny because it's on YouTube.
Yeah, it's true. Welcome back to the podcast. Welcome back to the InTalksicated Podcast. This is the first recorded episode of 2022.
Woohoo.
Which I gotta say, January alone has felt like 2020 and 2021 all together in a month.
It's been a rough go, bud.
Things just keep, bad things just keep happening. It's very, very strange. It's kind of like it'll just give us something and then it's like, but you can handle more. Here's more bad.
Here you go. Don't worry. Here's some more.
And
here's some more.
It's insane.
I feel like it's fun that it happens in January though, rather than the end of the year, because then you get all your bad shit over with, and the rest of the year is going to be awesome.
I think I kind of agree with you. Although I'm going to try not to put any expectations on the year, but let's catch people up. So it's been a while. I'm trying to think. The last week of December was a weird one because I had a COVID scare. I thought I might have had COVID. I hung out with Vanessa and she was positive. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I have it, but I kept testing negative.
That's so strange.
And yeah, so I never confirmed that I had it or not, but I had a really bad headache for I would say 6 days straight, maybe a week straight.
That's a long time.
And I'm like, I'm pretty sure I had COVID.
Probably.
But it never hit me really that I was really super, super sick. So it's just hard to tell, right?
A lot of people who get it aren't getting super sick, especially now. My mom wasn't, and my boss wasn't.
Yeah. But then some people do. So it's everyone has different, I guess, immune systems and everything. Yeah. But
I think it all depends. I don't know if this is a real thing or not, but from what I have felt is it depends on what vaccine you get, maybe. Because I'm double Moderna and I got it super, super, super bad. Dustin's double Pfizer, he didn't get it as bad as I did.
Really?
My mom's double Pfizer didn't have any symptoms. My boss, double Pfizer, no symptoms. And that's kind of the pattern. That's probably just what I have discovered about it, but I don't think there's any rhyme or reason.
You want to know what? Who the fuck knows?
Who knows?
I feel at this point, we need to accept that we don't know anything.
And neither does
we don't know anything.
Nobody knows anything.
Listen, keep yourself healthy, stay safe. Try not to put your life on hold too much. I guess stay safe, obey the rules, but
yeah,
it is what it is. Do what you gotta do,
life, homie.
Exactly, do what you gotta do to feel comfortable. I'm very sick of this, and
we all.
But it was a weird last week of December, and then the first week of January was also really fucked because we did lose Durham, Laporte. Yeah. And it was a string of really weird, a lot of weirdness for me. So I had 2 weeks of what I would say was the worst anxiety I have ever had in my life, ever, as an adult human on this earth.
Yeah.
I had heart palpitations, feeling my pulse in every inch of my body, but also a tightness in my chest too. And also just a feeling of impending doom, which was a lot of fun.
So fun. You're just in a constant state of panic.
It was just such a blast.
You were panicking when you were at the disco. What?
It was really brutal. And then all this bad stuff happened. And then we found out about Andrew's urn being stolen. Gotta catch the listeners up on that. My dead friend who died March 2020, his ashes got stolen from his mother's house. His mother's house got broken into. Broad daylight. She happened to be out, thank God, because who knows what would have happened to her. That's kind of what I worry about too. I'm just if she had been home, would they have hurt her? Yeah. I think about things like that. So I'm just eh. But she wasn't home. They broke in, stole a bunch of stuff. His urn has his goddamn picture on it. So there's no way. I mean, maybe if you're really dumb, you might think that looks like a nice
What a nice face.
vase that might be worth something, but then there's a dead person in it. And it's just like, yeah. So that was really fucked up.
Yeah. I can't even imagine. Ugh.
And so it's been a weird month.
It sure has.
But we're going to try.
We're going to try to turn this. You know, there's only one more week of January left, and it's February, and everything's going to be fine.
We're going to try to turn this around, and we're going to get back to recording. You actually got COVID, so let's talk about that. So that was recently.
That was just 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago. Dustin got exposed at work, and he's like, it was really weird because he wasn't feeling any symptoms, and like nobody at his work was feeling any symptoms. And he's like, "Oh, I think the guy just like falsely tested positive." And then he woke up that Sunday night and was like, "Sarah, I'm sick." And I was like, "Fuck!" So he tested positive Sunday night, and then I had like this weird cough thing going on, and like I've also been feeling really dizzy and like off. So I went to the Cobequid that morning, Sunday morning, and they diagnosed me with anemia. So,
so we got ADHD, generalized anxiety,
and anemia
up in his all.
So my mom was with me and took me to that appointment, and then I had this like weird cough going on. I was like, something weird's going, and then I had to stay home from work because Dustin tested. So
yeah,
I called 811. They're like, "Oh, you probably tested negative because you tested too soon. So just stay home and isolate for 7 days as you usually would." I didn't test positive for COVID until my 4th test, and that was on Tuesday night. And then my mom was like, "Oh, that's okay. I'm double vaxxed and I'm boosted. I'm going to be fine, blah, 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 bring groceries." So luckily she was able to do that, but then she ended up getting it.
Yeah.
But like,
listen,
it was awful.
We're all going to the cron is going to get us all.
I wouldn't want anyone to get it though.
No.
Not the way that we did, but
it's likely most of us will get it.
Yeah. Hopefully not as bad though.
Hopefully not as bad. I still think I had it and I didn't know it.
I think this girl at my work had it too because she's like, her whole house had COVID and she was testing negative and she didn't have any symptoms whatsoever. She wasn't isolating from them. She was just like, I don't understand why.
Hopefully we'll get to a point where the tests are better and that we can kind of treat them like pregnancy tests and be able to take 5 in a night and be like,
yeah,
it is or it isn't.
I took 2 in a night and I shouldn't have done that, but
yeah, I remember when you did it. I was like, Sarah, calm down.
And I was like, but I don't know. I have COVID. I don't get it.
I was like, stop taking tests.
It was really fucked up because like it started as that weird cough and then it turned into like the flu and I had aches and stuff and I couldn't get warm. I was under a heated blanket and I was under all my quilts and stuff. And I was like, I'm fucking cold. And then it turned into a chest, head, and sinus infection. Lovely. And then I just slept a lot. I haven't slept so much in my whole entire life. It was nuts.
Yeah, I hear tiredness is like the main bitch, the main symptom.
I got everything all in one.
But you got over it.
I did. And here I am, surviving. Yeah. I think I went back to work a little bit too early, though, even though 811 said that it was fine because it was over isolation because my boss ended up getting it. My shop supervisor got it. A bunch of guys in my gay.
You know what?
A bunch of guys
what can you do? Can't change the past.
Yeah.
I love how this is just becoming like a who cares? What can you do?
Are you motivating me? I'm confused. I'm fine. Everything's, but the point is I survived. Everyone survived. We're all good.
Point is you've recovered. You have natural antibodies now.
I do. I can't get a booster for a month.
You'll get it soon.
A month to 3 months. Because every time I call 811, it's different. Like, oh, you can get it now. You can get it if you don't have symptoms. You can
swear,
get it in a month.
811 is more inconsistent than like most men in my life.
Yeah. Also, COVID is more confusing than toxic X's, so I wouldn't suggest getting it.
No.
But it's not 811's fault though, right? Because they try to understand, they try to give you the right answers.
Exactly.
Everything changes, and what can you do? We're in a panini.
So we're gonna have. Well, actually, first we're gonna mention Intoxicated has a merch store now. So I got merch, baby.
Get some merch.
It's on social media, but I have yet to mention it on this podcast. But it is linked in our Instagram bio. I will link to it in the description of the podcast as well. It is a TeePublic store. There's a bunch of designs on there.
And they're so freaking cute.
There's like just the basic logo, open micer, which is one that I really, really like. You got to tell the world who you are. You're a piece of shit. Open micer.
That's open micer.
Yeah. I know a comic who purchased that shirt.
Yeah?
And he got it in the mail.
Oh, that's so exciting.
And it's really funny. And then I have a What's Your Trauma shirt. And we have Talk Hard, Feel Hard. There's a bunch of designs. And what I like with the TeePublic store is like there's a lot of different like styles of t-shirt. Like there's male, female t-shirt or unisex. There's also hoodies, crew necks, long sleeve shirts. I also have a notebook, a joke book, hopefully for new comics. Get that joke book, start writing jokes. Bunch of stuff on there. So check out the Intoxicated merch store. And if you get anything, tag me because I would love to see people on it and I would love to see that people are buying it. Obviously I see it as it comes through, but listen,
be one of the cool kids and
sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring.
There is nothing more caring than sharing.
Yes. The other thing I want to remind everybody, as of now, we're on a bi-weekly release schedule.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And that's to be determined if that will change or not. But it's just a strange time. It's weird with recordings, in-person recordings. Also, like, I feel like my episodes are essentially 2 episodes in one. They're long, and I feel like we could stretch them out more. So as of now, bi-weekly release. We will let you know when that changes. But that's what we're doing for now. Until things calm the fuck down.
They will calm down eventually. Yeah.
They will calm down eventually.
Yeah.
So I guess this is weird because we're like doing an intro, but this is the episode.
What is this?
So yeah, subscribe to the podcast, follow us on social media, leave us a iTunes rating or review because that helps bump us up on the charts. So if you love us at all, if you think nicely of either of us or the podcast or both, please
or all 3.
rating or review, please and thank you. It really, really helps out the show. It would be really nice to get in the top 100 again.
Ooh, that's
of comedy in Canada. That. Yeah, it would be really, really nice. So please do that. And yeah, we're going to get into this week's episode. This is really weird because here we are. We're already in the episode.
Wow.
This is it.
Amazing.
We're doing something different this week.
We are.
This is really exciting. So we are doing a call-in episode. I do have a SpeakPipe page for Intoxicated where you can leave voicemails. We bug you for voicemails all the time. So obviously, please keep sending them in. But I thought it would be fun this week to compile them and react, talk about it. It'll be fun. The other thing I did was I did make a anonymous form. I don't know what to call it yet. Like, what do you call it? An anonymous
form.
Anon form.
Anon.
For people who want to write in stuff, but not necessarily be named, like where they would, have to email us or whatever, which is fascinating to me because I got a bunch of submissions.
Oh.
Which proves my theory that this podcast is a lot of people's guilty pleasure podcast, which I don't mind.
Okay, as long as you don't mind.
I don't mind that.
Does that make us like the... Okay, no, never mind.
The what?
I don't know what I was going to say.
Nickelback a podcast?
Yeah.
No! Don't say that. I feel like Nickelback would... I feel like
so cool, man. I love Nickelback.
I feel like this trucker situation, they're probably blaring a lot of Nickelback.
Oh, no. I take that back. Remember how I said I like Nickelback?
I don't know. Maybe that's a weird assumption, but I just picture it in my head.
Oh, yeah. They seem like the type.
They seem like the type. So we have those too. So shall we get into it now?
Yes, please.
We're going to start with playing the voicemails. And we are live on YouTube right now as we speak.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Right? I told Sarah that I was just going to close the window and make it kind of like I have the chat pulled up here. If anyone's tuning in live, I'm hoping that these chats come through my program little thingy. If not, I am going to just pull it up here really quick. It's going to be, yeah, there we go. Perfect. And I can also see if people type there. But we are ready to go. This is the call-in episode, baby. We're hearing from comics and then a bunch of anonymous people. There's one person who I don't know who it is, but I think I might know. But do you know when like you hear someone's voice on the phone and you're like, I have no idea who you are?
It's me. Yeah. Hi, me. Who are you?
Like if I were to call you, do you think you would know it's me?
I would be very confused because you never call me. Like, I think I would get it like after a while. I'd be like, Sarah, what? Is everything okay?
Yeah, it is a weird thing. But it is strange. It's funny to me when most comics, no, some of the comics who called into this didn't leave their name, but I know instantly who it was. But like, there's some voices that I'm just like, I just don't quite know.
You have a very distinct voice.
I do?
I think I'd recognize it just from listening to the podcast so much.
Someone did actually. I heard someone like talking at a conference being like, your voice is familiar, and like pointed me out based on my voice.
I host a podcast.
It was very weird. Okay, first voicemail, everybody. We are going to hear from Mr. Clifton Cremo.
Ooh, I love Clifton.
Here we go.
Hello, Sarah. It's your good friend Clifton Cremo here. This is less of a question, more of a rant, but I'd like to hear your opinion on it. These boosters, they're trying to give boosters to kids. It's ridiculous. Let the kids fend for themselves. Survival of the fittest, What use does a kid have with a booster anyway? So they can go see a movie? Come on. When I was a kid, if I wanted to see a movie, I'd have to sit on my parents' lap. None of these booster seats.
Oh.
Oh my God.
I love Clifton.
A booster seat is what? like a seat in a car, right? For a kid.
Oh, well, no.
Is it a car seat?
A car seat is something. A booster seat is like, when you go to movie theaters and you can't see over the seats because you're so small. You get like a little box that you sit on.
I didn't know that's what. I didn't know that was what a booster seat was.
Yeah, I use them a lot still as an adult because I'm short and can't see anything.
Really? That's
or like if you're at the dinner table and you want to hang like with adults, they give you a booster seat to put on your chair, so you can be like, oh, I'm tall now.
I did not know that's what when I heard booster seat, I thought car seat. And then I was going to tell the story about how dumb I am with kids in car seats. And when I hung out with Deidre and Ellie, I stupidly was like, does the kid want shotgun? And Deidre was like,
I was there.
She's really young. She needs a car seat. I was just like, fuck. How old are you guys? I have no idea. I was like,
I don't have children.
Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna.
No, that's car seats keep you safe. Booster seats just like make you feel tall.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah.
Oh, great voicemail though.
But I agree, Clifton. We should let the kids fend for themselves.
We should.
If they can't see over the freaking movie theater seats, that's their problem. They can stand, can't they?
Deal with the kids.
But also, please be okay. Be safe, but also deal with it.
Please sit in your car seat if you have to.
Sit in your car seat and be safe, but you don't need booster seats.
You don't need booster seats. I'm such an idiot. I truly thought it was car seat.
I don't think it's the same thing.
No, it's definitely not. I'm an idiot. Okay.
I love that for you, though.
We are moving on. And the next we have a voicemail, but then I have a message that I got, a DM that's similar to the voicemail.
Okay.
So we're gonna play it, and then we're gonna read the message and then talk about kind of the two subjects that come out of those. So the next voicemail is cut up into 3 because at this point I didn't have the 5-minute limit, and this poor caller kept getting cut off. But so it is in three different chunks. But here we go. We're hearing from Miss Adrienne Gabrielle.
Oh yeah!
Shout out, Adrienne. Love you, bitch. Here we go. Adrienne Gabrielle.
Hey, Sarah. It's Adrienne Gabrielle. Or just Adrienne for you. I don't know why I felt like I had to say my full name. Because of my many fans out there, I guess. 2. Maybe 2.5. Anyways, I'm calling because I love people. No, really, I don't. I don't like a lot of people, but I like living in the city. And now I hear the government is going to increase the population of Nova Scotia to double it by 2060. How are they going to do that? you know where they're all going to live? Halifax. I'm going to have like high rises all around me. And like people who, you know, don't recycle or like leave Christmas lights up or something like that, or throw out dead trees on their back. I don't know. That just all sounds really bad. I'm going to stop ranting now. I'm going to send this to you. Have a great evening. I love you. Bye.
Okay, but there's more. So there's more to this call. Let's play the rest.
But wait, there's more.
Hey, Sarah. It's Adrian again. This time I
is this a different voice?
use my first name. You know what? I wasn't finished with my original rant. I think I need to add to my previous message. You know, the government doubling the population of Nova Scotia by 2060, in case you don't remember the first rant I sent. Besides building high-rises all around me and people annoying me with their disgusting habits, I also just don't understand in terms of infrastructure. We don't have the infrastructure for that many people. Like, the roads would be completely congested. What are they going to give us, you know, to get to Halifax for work? Dolphins? Like, so we can all go across the harbor on our personal dolphins? No. It's not going to happen.
That'd be amazing.
Dolphins cannot survive the winter.
No, they can't.
I don't even know. You might think I'm drunk, but I am very sober right now. I'm really serious about this. I don't understand. I'm really annoyed. I don't want to live in a fucking East Coast Toronto. If I wanted to live in Toronto, I would go to Toronto. No, I like it here, just the way it is. I kind of...
Okay, then I just cut off.
Jesus Christ, Sarah, your voicemail system keeps cutting me off. I mean, I did not know that there was a time limit on my messages. Anyways, that was it. I just wanted to say that. It keeps cutting me off. That will be my new pet peeve besides doubling the population of Nova Scotia by 2060. Okay. I love you. Bye.
So, that was Adrian's rant. And then, oddly enough, I got a Instagram DM that was kind of maybe along the same lines, maybe not. Okay, so this was the DM. It was an unpopular opinion from Ashley. I won't say your last name, Ashley, but thank you for writing me. Unpopular opinion. The planet is severely overpopulated, and more people should be child-free by choice. Mm-hmm. Team no kids for life. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So those two things kind of go together. Thoughts?
Well, first of all, what if we got our own polar bears instead of dolphins?
I'm team no animals for that purpose.
Okay. Okay. I just thought I'd ask.
Maybe horses, because they're used to being ridden.
But horses can't swim.
Oh, that's right. No, yes, they can.
Can they?
Yeah. Experienced ones can do that.
Oh, I did not know that. The more you know. Yeah, I just think a polar bear would be more convenient because, like, they're good swimmers. But regarding the whole population thing, why? Why? It doesn't make any sense. And I totally agree with her. If I want to live in Toronto, I'd go live in Toronto, you know?
Yeah. No, I agree. It's we're still a small city. When she said the traffic thing, I was like, that'd be a big problem. And also, too, it's like, we're running out of space to build more high rises that I can't afford. Yeah.
We're already building so many apartments and stuff like that, and like no one can live in them.
And Halifax's appeal is that it's small. People like that it doesn't feel like a Toronto.
Exactly.
So we shouldn't be making it that. On the subject of no kids, though, this is an interesting thing to come up.
Yeah.
Because I'm pregnant. No.
What? No. I mean, congratulations.
But I do want to be. So This is a weird thing to admit, like finally out loud on the podcast, but like I've had the most insane baby fever within the last 2 weeks, 2 to 3, maybe longer. All of a sudden I was just like, I think I want a kid. And like, not that like, I have a joke about how a kid would just make me less lonely and it would be like a constant hangout buddy and that would be appealing to me. But this was like, okay, no, I want to, and I think what had to do with it too was I met my friend's baby.
Oh yeah, that would do it.
So that
will do it.
Really did it, but it did kick in before that. And I've been watching a lot of baby videos on YouTube, like how-tos. Like
that doesn't, I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh at that. That's such a you thing to do. You're like, okay, I need to figure out how to take care of this kid before I even consider having a baby. Like, no, I need to figure out what I'm doing.
So I was like watching like how to swaddle, like I don't even know how to change a diaper. I've never, I meant to do that a couple times when I was younger, but like not a lot. I don't have a lot of experience with it. So I was like, okay, how to change the diaper. I've been watching a lot of 24 hours with a newborn videos just to get a sense of like, so I figured it out. I guess they sleep like 3 hours at a time when they're new. So like when you go to bed, you're only sleeping for like maybe 4 tops. Maybe you'd get 4 hours.
Okay, well that's like
but you're waking up every 3 hours.
That's like a solid night's sleep for you. You're fine.
Right? She makes a great point. I am a sleep deprived person anyways, and I'm thriving.
Might as well have a kid.
I think I would be a good mom, actually.
You would be an excellent mom.
I think if I had more money.
Yeah, that's a factor.
It would be a much more appealing thing. And the thing was, it was like, I had this baby fever. I'm watching all these videos. I'm like swooning over newborn pictures of friends on Facebook. Congratulations, Mitch. Mitch's baby's arrived.
That's so exciting.
Congrats to Mitch Twinar.
Mitch
Tusnar?
Tusnar?
I still don't know.
Tusnar?
Big congrats to Mitch. Local comic.
That's awesome.
New dad. Also, there's just been a flood of baby pictures all of a sudden. Where was I going with this? I was on a train before I mentioned Mitch.
You want to have a baby. You're not having a baby yet, but you want to have a baby.
I talked to Lynn Woods on the phone for like an hour, and she was like, well, Sarah, you're 34, and and maybe you should seriously look at your life and think about what that would look like for you. Like map it out.
Yeah.
Like could I do my job with a kid? Could I afford a kid? Because you also have to think about fucking daycare and shit. And so you're not just thinking about the baby, because that baby's going to be a toddler and then a teenager.
Yeah, you have to think of all the steps in life that kid's going to take.
There's tons of steps. And so it was a very interesting conversation. And I'm thinking this is just a phase because my eggs are dying and my body's like, you should get pregnant. But
goodness,
it's a strange thing.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, that's happened to me.
I'm just like, if I get pregnant, if I don't,
She's the opposite. She's like, well, you're like, meh. So you haven't had baby fever yet.
No.
Shall we get to the next voicemail?
Yeah.
Alrighty. You might recognize this voice from episode 1 of the relaunch. So I guess it was 201. With Serena Haynes. Ooh. So this is her voice message, but Serena also did write in. So we're going to play this one first, and then we're going to get to her message.
Oh, hey, girl. I don't really know what you want me to say, except, gorgeous, gorgeous girls, have fucking awesome podcasts, gorgeous, gorgeous girls, don't get mad at their ridiculous friends for calling in. I love you.
Serena!
So sweet.
Shout out Serena. She's the best.
That was a very seductive, sweet voicemail.
Right? And Serena actually has a event coming up on, I was going to actually ask you if you want to go. It is, I believe, okay, let me find it. Sarah in editing will take this out. Serena Haynes. It is February 13th from 7 to 9 p.m. Ooh. It is called Hotspots, live with Serena Haynes at Tapestry Beer Bar. I think that's
Where's
in Bedford.
that?
I think it's Bedford. But yeah, go to her event if you're
fun.
interested. So it's Q&A with her, I guess. Like she has like a pop star microphone situation, and she's like running around answering questions.
That's so
and I
fun.
mean, this woman should have a TED Talk, so you gotta.
There's no way that event's not going to be fun.
Yeah, her first one sold out. So, and I guess she's doing one in May at the Garden downtown. So that would be a fun one to go to too.
nice.
So
That's a sweet location.
Serena also wrote in, and this will make for good conversation. So I'll read her message. She said, "Kay tried recording, but it was like error 3 times. So that might be for others too. Check it out. Anywho's. You know how dudes love it when we look up at them during oral? Yeah, I think that's so fucking creepy when a dude is going down on me and I look. Wait, I feel like there's typos here. When a dude is going down on me and I look down to see these beady eyes staring at me." Don't do that. Dive in. I want to think that you don't even know where you are anymore because you're into it so much.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
I 1000% agree. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. I don't even like eye contact during sex. Just like, don't look at me at all.
It's weird.
It's fucking weird.
I don't really like it. Maybe every now and then.
No.
Like maybe a quick look up. I don't know.
Don't look at me at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm into that.
I also just like not into eye contact, like in general, because it makes me anxious. I will look anywhere but into your eyes.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. I don't really like it either. But that said, I have not had anything sexual in so long that even just the thought of a guy going down on me is funny to me.
Oh.
Because I'm like, what are you doing down there? What are you doing? What that? No, you're not supposed to be doing that. Like, that's how long it's been where I actually think it's silly.
Oh. Well, I think you'll get over that.
Yeah.
How are you going to have a baby? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, here's the thing. I love sex, but I don't so much like oral.
Oh. That will do it.
Just say disagree because you disagree.
I disagree.
All right, you disagree. I'm just weird like that. I don't know what. I'm not saying I hate it. I'm just saying that like I don't need it. I wouldn't be okay. How do I say this? I want a guy to do it because he wants to do it.
Yeah.
But also, if we're like short on time or something, I wouldn't be mad if I'm skipped.
Yeah. I would be.
And that's fair.
I don't like giving oral.
No, me neither.
Ding, 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 ding.
See, I want you to explain yourself because I chalk that up to, for me, just not liking the person that the dick is attached to.
Oh, no.
So you need to explain yourself because you're in a relationship.
It's just boring.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
I got jaw things too. I have a clicky jaw.
yeah.
I got a clicky jaw. And I'm tempted to read a message on this podcast that's related to blowjobs. Should I?
Related to clicky jaws?
Should I read a message from a guy that essentially, I need to update you on that.
Ooh.
I got a message from someone I was trying to hang out with. That was essentially, I just don't check my texts. Sorry, didn't get back to you because I don't check my texts.
Oh my God. That's such an annoying excuse.
But this was the best backhanded compliment. Or worst backhanded compliment that I've gotten in a while. Should I read this?
Yeah, you should read this. You should read this.
I'll have to think about whether
take.
this is staying in or not. It's fun to, okay, this is what he wrote me. It's fun to see people try and fit all of me in their mouth since I'm pretty big. And I said, and me going into podcaster mode. Oh God. I said, have you found it to be more of a hindrance sometimes? And he said, not really. Most people just take what they can, but during sex, it's just a full benefit. To which I go, you're probably not that big.
Honestly,
You're probably just like on the upside of average.
people who talk it up aren't that big.
Exactly, right? And then I said, I was going to say, because sometimes big cannot be enjoyable for women, but no complaints, ? And he said, I'm not that big, haha. I have decent length and thickness, but no complaints other than some very small women. And then I said, interesting. And then he said, should be good for you.
Huh?
He essentially said, hasn't been an issue for other than small women. And then he said,
small.
no, he called me big.
Oh, no.
He said, it should be good for you.
No.
Yeah.
That took so long to process in my head.
So, yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
That's enough out of
really,
you.
really funny. I don't regret reading
That's
that text.
terrible.
He's not going to listen to this. He can't even respond to a text from me. So
Oh,
there's no way he's fucking listening to this podcast. So too funny.
Plot twist. He is listening to this podcast.
Plot twist.
No, I'm just kidding.
We have another voicemail. I don't know who this is from though. I have a feeling I know who it is.
Okay.
I don't know if because she didn't say her name, I'm not gonna shout her out. I think it might be my friend Kat. I don't think she'll care if I say that first name. Here we go. We're gonna hear from Anonymous.
One thing that I feel like this pandemic has definitely taught me over the last 2 years that my teachers were wrong. I can actually smoke weed all day and still get my work done. Fuck you, Mr. Collins.
Yeah, Mr. Collins. What do you even know?
I love that because that is like such a good line for just like where we're at with the work from home stuff, and also weed's legal now, so it's just like I love that. I would never be able to get high and get work done. That's not the kind of high person that I am.
Yeah, no, I mean, I smoked weed when I worked from home, and it never went over well. They're like, Sarah, why not productive today? I'm like, oh, I'm just chilling, dude. Like,
Yeah, right.
But I really admire the people who can work and smoke at the same time.
I admire it, and you want to know what? If as long as you're getting your work done, you fucking do you.
You do you, boo boo.
Do what you gotta do to get through the fucking day of this really weird world that we're in.
Working from home is torturous.
It is truly
So,
torturous.
Whatever gets you through the day.
Oh man, I loved that voicemail. I loved it because she had like someone in mind to say fuck you to. Yeah, that was great. All right, next voicemail. We have 5 voicemails from this next comic.
Oh.
5.
Oh my god.
And I will say there was 2 comics who sent in a lot. You didn't quite win, Kirsten, but you were close. We're gonna hear from Kirsten Finch. She has 5 different voicemails. So should we do these one at a time?
Yeah,
I think so too. All right, Kirsten Finch.
Hi, Sarah. It's Kirsten Finch here. I have a really important, pressing question. Maybe you can help. I really love potatoes, but I hate peeling them. Can you help me?
Yes. We can help you.
I'm turning to you. Do you have any peeling potatoes tips?
Just eat the skins, bro.
Yeah. Well, I guess
They're
it
good for you.
depends
They
on what potato dish she's making.
Okay, well, with mashed potatoes, you can totally keep the skin on.
Can you?
A baked potato, you have to keep the skin on.
If you cut the potato up for little like diskies.
You can still keep the skin
Diskies?
on. Diskies? You mean hash browns?
Yeah, or like you slice them and then
Do you mean French fries?
yeah, or whatever the French the French fries that are round. They're little potato discs.
Do you mean smiley face? Like the smiley potatoes?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Do you mean sandal? I don't know.
Oh man, but I will say on that subject, I really do hate peeling vegetables because I feel like I'm gonna slice my hand.
I always cut myself when I peel stuff, so I stop peeling my potatoes and just eat the skin.
Yeah, I think you just gotta eat the
Because
skin.
you can't even taste it. But if you're gonna do it, you should probably use a knife, and you should probably go like in a rotation, like you're peeling an apple.
Oh yes,
And then because if you get it underneath the skin right and just turn it like in the same direction, it'll get the skin off all in one go.
I love that. There's more from Kirsten, baby. We got more.
Hey, Sarah. This is gonna sound so weird. It's Kirsten Finch again.
Look how she states
Your life coach left a message with me, and all it says is that you should buy mushroom NFTs. They said you would know what that means. Okay, hope you're doing great.
I feel like I don't, because I haven't been on any first dates in a long time for a guy to explain NFTs to me.
NFTs?
I actually kind of know what an NFT. Do you know what an NFT is? Do you have any idea?
Nifty.
Have you heard of these?
No.
No? Where you at, girl? These are all the rage. I'm not going to try to explain it because I just won't do it right. But it's essentially like a form of like digital. It's like you own a piece of digital. It could be art or like something online, and you put money into it, and it's like an investment.
Oh, is it like Bitcoin?
Sure.
Okay.
If anyone in the chat knows what an NFT is and can explain it, all I know is that it's like an investment.
Okay, okay.
And some people, mushroom NFTs. I don't know what that would, because it has to be digital, right? From what I understand.
But
I really
are
don't
you
know.
growing mushrooms? Is it like shrooms? Is it like... I'm awfully confused.
Why don't we Google mushroom NFTs and see if it is a thing that exists at all? Let's see. Mushroom NFTs. Owning a match. Ooh. Okay. We got a top result here.
Okay.
Maybe. Yeah. Owning a magic mushroom NFT is your ticket to adventure and gives you access to the clubhouse's exclusive events. I don't know what this is. Oh. I don't understand.
I don't get it.
I don't get it. I don't know. What is a non-fungible fungi? I don't know. What does NFT mean in crypto? Here we go. Non-fungible tokens.
Non-fungi tokens. Because mushrooms.
Maybe that's why she said it. I really don't. I don't know what that would look like, Kirsten.
Okay.
And I. That said, if my life coach is telling me to do it, I'll do it.
You probably should. That sounds like something you should do. You have fun with that. Let me know how it goes.
And for her to think that I have any money to buy these mushroom NFTs,
Oh, you don't?
I don't have that.
You buy them with Bitcoin, bro.
I don't have that either. That you gotta buy. You still gotta buy Bitcoin.
Okay.
Okay, more Kirsten.
Hey, Sarah. Kirsten Finch here. I have an exam in approximately 10 days, and I'm terrified I'm going to fail. The stakes are very low because I can just rewrite it if I do fail. But I'm wondering if you can offer any advice on, how just to, let go all of my pride. Maybe just wander around wearing a garbage bag for a cloak. That's what I want to get into now. And change my life. And thank you. This has really helped.
Is Kirsten in a bathtub?
Is she peeing? Like, what's happening?
Yeah, I actually did ask her when
Taking a leak, bro?
when I heard these. I did ask her. She said she just had her essential oil diffused around.
We don't have any advice for your studying, but I hope your leak was good.
What about letting go of pride? Swallowing your pride and just... I like that unhinged attitude that she has.
Yeah.
I think that the pandemic has pushed people to this point where there's very little fucks given anymore.
Yeah.
Because who cares?
Exactly.
Just do it. You want to wear a hot dog costume to the grocery store? Just do it.
If you want to wear a cape, just do it.
I would recommend, if you really want to swallow your pride, just tell someone you like them.
If you really want to swallow your pride, just eat your potato skins.
Yes. And feel no shame over it.
Feel no shame over it.
It's
It's fine.
I fucking love it. All right. More Kirsten.
Hey, Sarah. At this point, I'm just wasting both of our times. It is Kirsten Finch again. I just want to let you know something weird, something strange, something wonderful. I noticed that a round hairbrush ceramic that I purchased in Montreal near Gare Centrale, probably in at least 2016, maybe. Pretty little brush, looks a little ratty. It's made by someone named Olivia Garden. Imagine having that name. Hey, Olivia Garden, do you offer unlimited breadsticks? God damn it, I am tired of that joke. It's not funny. It's unlimited salad.
That would be annoying. I wonder if that person... I wonder if it's like an old person that like they named the hairbrush company after. And like maybe... Or... I just don't know. I don't know.
I think Olivia's not an old person name.
No?
Olivia's like a...
It could be.
I'm a hot cheerleader name.
Really? I don't see it as a hot cheerleader name.
Oh, yeah.
At all.
All Olivias I know are hot. It's a thing.
I feel like the hot girl name phenomenon is definitely a thing. What are like other hot girl names?
Erica.
Erica?
Quinn. No?
Are you just saying that because of Glee?
No. I know lots of hot Quins.
I've never met a Quinn.
Chloe.
The names
Mallory.
this bitch is throwing out.
Holly.
Lauren's a hot girl name.
That's true.
I don't know about Lauren. They're both hot and angels. What other I was gonna say
Lexi. Rachel.
Rachel's definitely a hot girl name.
Ashley.
What's that fucking name that I'm thinking of? Fuck me.
Becky.
It'll come back to me. It'll come back to me. There's even more. This is the last one from Kirsten. Here we go.
Hey, Sarah. Kirsten Finch here. Did you know I'm about to share some really hot gossip with you, so I want you to keep it to yourself. But did you know that the Scott Belford moved away from Nova Scotia to the prairies? I'm personally devastated. I'm hoping that you can help me start a rumor that he moved back so we can just manifest a comedy scene with 100% more Scott Belford. Thank you so much. This has been Kirsten Finch.
That's it for Kirsten. Have you ever met Scott Belford?
No, but I heard that he is in Nova Scotia and he's moving back actually from the prairies.
I heard that too because his sister just moved here, Claire Belford, and that makes total sense that he would come because Claire's here. It just makes sense to be closer to Halifax comedy and Claire.
Right. He is moving back. Like I don't. That's
he told you.
No.
Are you sure he didn't tell you?
He told like somebody who told my great aunt, and then my great aunt told my cat, and my cat told me.
You. Which cat?
Both. You're like Scott Belford
in unison.
Yeah, and I was like, that makes perfect sense. I totally know who this human is.
Yeah, no, yeah, he's for sure. For sure, moving back. Mm-hmm. He'll be back. I've actually scheduled him for the podcast already
next week. So
yeah, So he'll be back. All right, moving along to the next comic that sent in a horrendous amount of voicemail.
Horrendous.
Here we go, everybody. We are hearing from Dan Hendricken. All right, ready? Buckled in.
Ready. Buckled into my car seat.
Ready for a hard-hitting question from Dan Hendricken.
If you could be a bird, what kind of bird would you be?
Oh, that made me wheeze laugh. That was good.
Honestly, I've been thinking about this for days.
Have you?
I don't know.
I would be a crow because they're majestic and they're smart and they're just really like intertwined with like everything around them.
I did a project on swans when I was in elementary school, and they're assholes.
They are assholes.
Geese are also assholes.
Yeah.
You know what I like? A little chickadee. little.
You don't want to be a little chickadee?
Well, he said, "What's your favorite bird?" Not what bird would you want to be?
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm here thinking.
Oh,
I'm gonna
wait.
be a crow.
No, you're right.
If you could be a bird, what kind of bird would you be?
I will be a crow.
If you could be a bird, what kind of bird would you be?
Bird is the word.
The way he says it. Oh, it's great. If I could be a bird, maybe like no, not a flamingo. Those legs creep me out. Not a penguin because they get eaten by polar bears.
But they're so cute. You know what? You would make, not that you're an asshole, but you'd be a great swan. Do you think? Yeah. Because swans are very like pretty and like majestic and like.
Oh, that's really nice.
They're nice to people that they like. It's just like they're assholes to people that they don't like. Which is fine.
I like the birds that are like the underwater birds that like are like on the surface they look like a average bird.
Do you mean ducks?
And then no, there's different kinds though.
Okay.
Not just ducks. There's like different kinds of seabirds or water birds. But and then all of a sudden they'll dive underwater and like swim around underwater and then pop back up.
Do you mean a platypus?
No, they exist. I don't know what they're called. Platypus. Do you know what kind of bird would you be?
A crow.
Crow.
Or like a budgie.
They're smart.
I think budgie's more like, makes more sense though.
Yeah.
You know?
They're
If you
cozy
don't,
in
you
their
don't.
little cages.
Yeah.
They're protected. They have
just-
strong boundaries.
Exactly.
Just like you.
And sometimes they just scream for no reason. And if they're put in the cage with another budgie, they might kill the other budgie.
Okay. I mean, that's
happened
That's
before.
fair. All right. More from Dan Hendrick, and here we go.
How long after your cat dies is too soon to get another cat?
How long? So he's asking how long is too soon.
How long is
So he's not saying what's the good amount of time to wait. He's saying what is too soon, or like what's the plateau? You know, like what's
If-
the
If your cat just died and got a cat the next day, that's too soon.
next day is too soon. I would even go as far as I'd go as far as to say a month is still too
Really?
soon. Yeah.
I guess it all depends on how long you've had the cat for too. Like if you had the cat for most of your life.
Let's
like,
say
whatever.
it's your cat.
No. Knock on wood.
We're gonna make it personal to you. How long you waiting?
Probably a long time.
Yeah.
Depending on which cat.
See, we say that now because I think when you're in it, when it happens to you, you want a cat around again instantly because you're so
Yeah.
used to having a cat around.
Yeah.
So I kind of get getting one right away, but you're right. Next day, no way.
No way.
Next day,
You
no
want
way.
to wait like at least a little bit.
At least 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I think.
I think that you should wait to get a cat as long as you wait to call a guy back after a good date, which is 3 weeks.
All right.
But what do I know? I don't know.
The world is ending. Wait the 3 weeks. More from Dan.
All right, so you have your dream man created and given to you by the heavens, but it comes with a catch. Which catch would you choose? A, he's a real mama's boy, like needs to call his mom 3 times a day, mama's boy. Or he whistles when he breathes through his nose. So he's constantly got a little whistle going. What the? Yeah.
He's whistling. I think his nose is whistling.
He's not whistling, but his nose is whistling, like he's got a booger stuck or something. Okay, bye.
I love how Claire chimed in. Oh, that's great. I think someone who's obsessed with their mom is such a red flag. But I do think the whistling would annoy me too much.
Yeah.
I think it would get to me.
It all depends on what kind of level of mama boy they are, I guess. 'Cause
Well,
you're
he's an insane mama's boy, so like needs to call at least 3 times a day.
Is his mom controlling?
I don't know.
Because I think that's it. Like,
I think if you're that close with your mom, it's probably a bit codependent.
I don't know. I'm close with my mom and not codependent, so but I'm not a man, so I don't know.
But do you need her?
No. I mean, yeah. I always need my mom.
So there's some codependency.
But I don't need.
But remember, codependency is not always bad.
Yeah. I don't. Well,
it's not always a bad thing.
It's fine.
I personally, for a guy, and maybe this is a gender thing for me. I think that's strange. I think when it's like a daughter and a mom, that's like a different thing. Even if it was a dad,
a son and a dad's different too.
But it's strange when it's a son and a mom.
It'd be like it's strange when a daughter and a dad have a close relationship. Because I know like that.
Because I know so many people who are tight with their family. I'm just not. But like, it's not always a bad thing. But I do think it's just weird for an adult man to be that close with his mother.
I think that they need to respect their mom, because I think that the way they treat their mom really reflects how they treat women in general.
Yes.
But yeah, being too obsessive with your mom and for the mom to be too controlling is toxic and a red flag.
It would bug me a lot, but I still think the whistling would be worse.
I would prefer the mama's boy.
Of course you would, because you're a family person.
Because I'm a mama's girl.
You are big time.
Yeah, so...
You are.
I don't know.
It's not a bad thing. With a guy and a mom, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird to me.
I get it.
It's another level of strange.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine.
Have other friends outside your parents. That's all I say.
Fine. It's fine.
You got a lot. Let's hear the next one from Dan.
All right. Would you rather have a partner that either worked from home and was a homebody, so rarely left the house, or someone like a trucker who's always gone and rarely home? Too much, too little. You decide.
Too little.
Too little.
For sure. Not a trucker, though, if he's in this rally.
Yeah, no, I don't want a trucker, but I love Dustin, but also goodbye.
Yeah,
I
think distance makes the heart grow fonder. Yeah. I think when you're together, it would be so much funner and more passionate. And I think that you can maintain great communication via distance as long as you both are fucking doing it.
Yeah.
So as long as that precedent is there, I think it could be good. And I'm also really good at phone sex, so I would have no issues in that. I would have no issues in that department. So I think it would bug me if a guy never was always around.
Yeah.
I'm just too independent for that. I don't want a host cat.
Yeah. I was having this conversation earlier that I love my independence. I love Dustin, but I also like how I have a separate life from him. I have separate friends. I have a separate job.
Yeah.
Because I don't, like, if you need your partner around all the time, that's great. That's fine. But like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
And Dustin can't do that either.
And
I'm so glad that we're on the same page as that, because like, if he was too clingy, like I'm clingy in some ways, but I'm not clingy in the way that like I need to be around him all the time.
Clingy. You're an Aquarius. How are you? Wait, what? In which ways are you? Clingy?
Like emotionally clingy. I'm like,
no, you're not.
I am.
How? Give me an example.
Sometimes I don't have any right now.
Because emotionally clingy to me would be someone who is constantly like offloading their problems on people, expecting people to be like, and I don't see you as that.
See, for me, I guess like I just need validation all the time. I'm like, tell me you love me. Like,
do you though?
From my partner, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, so this is just specifically the partner, not like in general. Okay.
Not necessarily,
but that's
sometimes in general.
Fair and human.
Yeah,
that's normal. That's a very human thing.
But yeah, also very independent. But
yeah. All right, next question.
So too little.
Yeah, too little for me too. I think it just would be better. I think there's ways to make it work.
Yeah.
If you're going to start your own restaurant, what kind of restaurant would it be? Like, what kind of food would they serve? And what would be the ambiance?
I love that. I love these questions. Dan needs a podcast where it's just Dan talking to somebody else. And he doesn't have any notes or anything, but he just comes up with questions on the spot. Because these are great questions.
I honestly think you and I would make we want a great diner. Because you could open the breakfast side of it because you're a breakfast gal and you know a lot about breakfast, and I'm a dinner gal. So I could like run the dinner side of it.
And I think it would look really cute. It would look really retro.
Because we have the same
And
taste.
90s-esque, maybe.
Yes.
The other thought I had, which could be maybe an offshoot of our diner, because I love a diner.
Yes.
I don't like a restaurant where you walk in and it feels snobby or it feels better than you. I don't like that.
I love that.
You like fancy and snobby and
I like
stiff?
sometimes.
I don't. I'm like I want to feel cozy and like I want to feel like I can just be myself. If I also had another restaurant aside from our diner, it would be all right. Hear me out. It's inside, but it looks like it's outside. There's a lot of string lights, a lot of wooden features. Like it looks like you're on a patio, but it's carnival themed. And there are sections with carnival food, like corn dogs, popcorn, fucking cotton candy. There's an ice cream section, and it's like a carnival inside with carnival food. Pizza, like all those amazing foods.
I would love that.
That's my dream restaurant.
You should. So you want like Niagara Falls
Inside.
without
the waterfall. Is there a carnival at Niagara Falls?
It's like basically like it's carnival-esque. There's like restaurants and stuff like one after another. But yeah, that's basically what
I want like carnival food. But yeah, I also love the diner idea because that would be so cute too. Have you ever heard of True North Diner here in Halifax?
I love that place.
I've never been.
We should go sometime.
We should if someone drives me. Beep, beep. It's all the way in Bedford.
Somebody drive us over.
All right. The next question from Dan. There's a lot.
There's a lot.
If you could have one dead Halifax comedian back, which one would it be? Andrew or Durham? Ooh, spicy cake.
That is spicy.
Just for context on that last one, I personally would pick Durham. Andrew didn't book shit. Durham was getting rent for me, baby.
Dan, you bitch.
Oh man, Durham.
Dan is such a Pisces man. He loves the drama. He's just like me. I love spicy drama. And Dan's putting us in it. Yeah, I think the smart answer is Durham. And there's a couple of reasons why. I'll expand on what Dan said. Yes, he booked more shows than Andrew. He was a key part of this scene and has left a massive hole in the scene. The other reason why so many people love Durham that if I didn't pick Durham, they would come for me.
That's a good reason.
He has a lot of friends. And I think Andrew's happier where he is. I think if I went to bring Andrew back, he would just be like, really? I was just getting comfortable down here.
Why did you do that?
Yeah.
Why did you? Yeah. I just picked Durham because he was a staple in the scene and like he was a nice guy.
You also knew him more than Andrew, right?
I did. Yeah. I think I knew them about the same.
Really?
Yeah. I talked to Andrew a couple times and
I was definitely closer to Andrew. But yeah, no, Durham would definitely have more shows. And yeah, that's the smarter answer.
Would Durham be pissed if we brought him back though?
I don't think so.
No?
He was young and happy.
Was he?
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
I think so.
Okay, good.
From what I could have seen.
good.
Rest in peace to them both, honestly.
Yeah.
All right, next one from Dan.
If you had to guess who's the next comedian that'll get canceled, who do you think it would be?
Oh my God, Dan.
The juice.
Jeez.
The spice.
He's really making us spill tea over here.
He's a Pisces. we are sweet, dreamy people, but we fucking love drama.
Love the drama.
So much. Do you have any thoughts? Because I do. I mean, the answer should be obvious.
Next local comic?
Yeah, it'd be canceled. So the only thing
Is
that
it me?
I wish I could clarify with Dan is it a Me Too situation or a has a bad opinion that people don't like and gets canceled cancellation? Because those are kind of
Both.
Both? Oh, I don't know about the Me Too one. I would never want to make that kind of accusation. But I do think just based on Scott McLean's presence online and his tendency to put his foot in his mouth, I think he would be the next to get canceled. Do I think he should be canceled? No. But I think out of everybody, he has the most cancelable potential.
I can see that.
Like he would be the person that would be people would see as polarizing, and so yeah.
I wouldn't know which local comic because I really liked them all. So
That's such a nice answer.
I don't know. But like, yeah, I got nothing.
No one should be canceled, but I think if
No.
someone were to be, it would be Scott. Sorry, Scott.
Sorry, Scott.
I'll still stick up for you, Scott, buddy. That's
Don't
it
worry.
from Dan. Thank you, Dan. And Dan wins voicemail MVP for this episode,
Woo, woo.
sending in 8 voicemails.
8 voicemails. Jeez.
Thank you, Dan. All right, we're moving on to. We're just gonna keep plowing through. We're getting through these, and then we got to get to the. We have 2 left, 2 voicemails left, and then we'll go through the form really quick.
Okay.
All right, this next one, he just said, Dr. Mrs. Flenderson.
Flenderson.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Hello. This is Dr. Mrs. Flenderson calling. I work at the cancer ward. I know what you're thinking. I don't have a very feminine voice. I get that all the time. I'm a lady and I work at the cancer ward. And I just wanted to say that listening to your podcast gave me AIDS. I hope all is well. Toodaloo.
Why is the doctor calling me to tell me that they have AIDS?
Is this a medical podcast too that I didn't know about?
Oh, yeah. This is the second call we've got
From a doctor?
that has said that they've gotten AIDS from listening to us.
Okay, well, guys, wear protection when listening to us.
Also, Dr. Mrs. Flenderson, pick one. Pick Dr. or Mrs.
Yeah, you can't be both.
And check out the picture that they sent in.
I can't see the picture. Beautiful.
Right?
They're gorgeous.
Well, we're all beautiful on the inside, I guess. Thank you, Dr. Mrs. Flenderson. I still don't understand why you're calling me. Also, AIDS at the cancer ward?
Oh.
Why are you at the cancer ward if you're getting AIDS?
You shouldn't be there, bud.
You're in the wrong spot, buddy.
You're not going to get any help. We're not doctors, but we can tell you.
I love the idea of calling someone just to tell them what you have.
Hi
I'm just
there.
calling, Sarah, I'm just calling to tell you that I have HPV.
Oh, shit. Why are you calling me to tell me that?
Oh, I guess it was
Hey.
because listening to us gave Dr. Mrs. Flenderson AIDS.
Oh, so
she's claiming that we are responsible for the AIDS.
I'm going to call my doctor tomorrow. I'll be like, hi, doctor. I'm just calling to tell you that I have anemia. She's going to be like, okay.
Okay, well, thank you, Dr. Mrs. Flenderson.
Beautiful.
I appreciate you calling to berate us. Next voicemail. This next voicemail is from the host and a good friend of mine of the Intoxicated Reviews podcast, Corey West.
Woo woo.
And he has a couple of questions for us in one voicemail. He kept it nice and tight in one, but asked a bunch of questions. So here we go.
Hello, Sarah. This is Corey calling from the Intoxicated Reviews podcast. Longtime listener, sometimes guest, first-time caller. I have a few questions. First of all, who would be your dream guest on the podcast? Second of all, give me somebody you would love to have on the podcast, but simply to grill, maybe make fun of, and maybe ask the hard questions too. Third, give me a dead celebrity or person that you would love to have on the podcast. Fourth, give me a dream co-host other than myself, which I have co-hosted a few times on the podcast. And lastly, what would be easier to give up, booze or theater popcorn? I'll wait patiently for your answers.
Hard-hitting questions. Woohoo! Corey West, Intoxicated Reviews. Oh, man. Okay, so there's a bunch of questions there. The first one was dream podcast guest.
Zac Efron.
So predictable, Sarah.
Who knew?
Do you actually think he'd be a good podcast guest, though?
Probably not.
You just want to look at him?
It doesn't matter.
Like have him on the podcast and just look at?
Yeah, he'd be great eye candy. He probably has some stories.
Yeah. Who would be my dream podcast guest? So I struggle with this one because I think of my two favorite female comedians, Whitney and Nikki. Whitney Cummings, Nikki Glaser. Actually, I just thought of Corinne Fisher too.
Oh no.
Oh, okay, got it. Dream guest would is it Whitney or is it Nikki? Okay, this is tough for me, but I think I'd have more fun with Nikki Glaser. Whitney's very smart and intelligent. You know, they call her Ho Rogan. Because she's
super smart.
Very smart. I would be scared that I wouldn't be able to keep up with her, maybe.
I think you could.
I'd rather be a guest on her show and let her lead.
Yeah.
She's the leader in my mind. But Nikki, I feel like if I had Nikki on a podcast, we would just be like pals. Like, I feel like we would connect on a friend level because the stuff that she covers in her podcast, her daily podcast, is stuff I think about all the time. So I feel like, yeah, Nikki Glaser would be my dream guest for sure. Dream hate, so the one that we wouldn't like, but we would have on to like grill or like our hate guest.
Joe Rogan.
So that's interesting because you said back on a Podmas episode that you don't think he's that bad.
He's not that bad. I just think that he'd be an interesting. Like, do we hate him or do people hate him? Because if people hate him, he'd be a good hate guest that we can grill.
I think that this one is like if you had an anti-vaxxer on and you could just like ask. I feel like it's along the lines of like you hate them and people also hate them.
Oh, okay. I take that back then. Not Joe Rogan.
Also, I just don't. Again, going back to the Whitney thing, I would be scared that I couldn't keep up with him. Yeah. That is my thing. I would fucking do his podcast.
Yeah.
No question. But I would just be scared that I wouldn't be able to keep up. Like if I was in a host position, that would be nerve-wracking to me. Going up against someone who's like the top podcast in the world.
Yeah.
So I don't know who my hate guest would be. Like I really don't like the idea of making fun of people on a platform that I've made.
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably some local people I could think of. But I won't name names on that.
No, that's okay.
I like, here's one. Maybe like a guy who's rejected me.
Okay, yeah.
Like maybe it's, and it's funny because way back, I don't remember what episode number this is, early days of the podcast, BV, before video, I had my friend Adam on and we talked because he actually had ghosted me. We had gone on like 5 or 6 dates, slept together and everything. And then he disappeared.
Oh no.
And then resurfaced and like apologized to me. And then I was like, we should make an episode out of this because this is interesting. And we did a whole podcast together.
Oh.
I forget. I think the title is Plays Well with Others. I think that's the title of it. But yeah. But I find that fascinating, the idea of talking to somebody who's wronged you. Like maybe my ex.
Yeah. An ex or like a bad boss.
Ex or a bad boss. Yeah, that's such an interesting question. I'll have to think more on that one. The other one was dead celebrity or person to have on the podcast.
I would choose Chester Bennington from Linkin Park.
Yes.
A
You're
talented,
big Linkin Park fan.
Talented, smart man.
And bring him back for a conversation.
Come on, buddy.
What would you ask him?
I would ask him. I would just ask him what goes on in his head because he talked about it a lot. But like, I just like to pick his brain about that a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know, and like, if he's coming back from the dead, like, why'd you do it, buddy?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's Big Cat. I'd bring Big Cat wants to stay down there. but I'd bring him back for a podcast. I think he'd do that for me.
He would do that for you just for one episode. He's like, "Hey, bye, see you later."
He'd be like, "Listen, I'll do this, but I'm going back to where I belong." You get one podcast and that's it. It definitely would be Big Cat, and then dream co-host. Is there someone who you're like, I would co-host a podcast with them? A comedian, maybe.
You?
We're kind of doing it right now.
Oh yeah. Well, wow, dreams do come true, kids.
I have someone in mind for me, other than you. Obviously, I love podcasting with you.
Stop it.
But I'd probably pick my favorite female podcaster, which is Corinne Fisher, also comedian, pro at what she does, true pro. Also, just like somebody I'm like, I just want to be her. Not in like a, how should I say this? I want her confidence.
Oh yeah, I see.
I want her how she moves about the world and how she carries herself and how she truly doesn't care what people think. This bitch truly doesn't care. Like, you know how some people say they care?
Oh, I don't care. But they
do.
care.
She truly doesn't. She's truly living life only for her. She has relationships and stuff, but like, it's, yeah, I'm of the school of guys be fucked. So I would be stupid not to say Corinne. But yeah, yes, it is fun podcasting with you too.
Thanks.
And it's Sarah Squared, baby.
Exactly.
All right. There was another question. How did he phrase it? Was it easier to give up or?
Theater popcorn.
Here it is.
And lastly, what would be easier to give up?
Easier to give up.
Booze or theater popcorn?
Booze. Easier to give up. Theater popcorn for me.
I'll wait patiently for your answer.
So, yeah, no, booze,
Ring
no
that bell.
question. I don't, it's not something I need. I need popcorn.
Oh.
It is my favorite snack. I fucking love it. I don't drink that much anymore. I don't really need to get drunk either to like have fun.
I don't need to get drunk, but I like it. I like the feeling.
Yeah.
I mean, being hungover the next day sucks, but like, all my best
And
friends.
it's just not, yeah.
Is that weird to say?
No. But I will check in with you when you are 34.
Okay.
To see if that answers to see if that answers the same.
It's only 2 years away.
Because I do feel like it changes as you get older. And the more tired you get.
I believe that.
Yeah, right? Okay. I did actually get Jim just said, are you still looking for voicemails?
Oh.
Yes, send one in.
Yeah, Jim.
There was another voicemail that came through today.
Ooh.
Actually, no, 22 hours ago.
Oh.
I don't know who this is, and I think I might know. So if you're listening, sorry if I just truly, you let me know if they sound familiar too. Okay. So here we go.
Hi there.
Actually,
I was wondering
just
if
one second. I gotta take this off there. There we go.
You could eat something inedible, what would it be? So, for instance, maybe you would want to eat a pillow because you would imagine that it's like a giant marshmallow. Or perhaps you might want to eat dinosaur fossils because you think they would be crunchy and nice. So, thank you.
You're welcome. I think I know who it might be, but I won't. It's just funny because it's one of those voices that I'm like, it's so familiar to me.
I don't know that
so
voice.
if you'd left this voicemail, please let me know if it was you. What would you eat that is inedible that you would want to eat?
I would eat this. Can.
Maybe
Paper?
Christmas, like string lights? Because I picture like colored string lights like Christmas tree lights.
Yeah.
They'd be like little gummies.
Would they? I think they'd be like rocket
Probably,
candy.
maybe not.
I think they'd be like rocket candy.
Maybe they'd be more hard. hard candy.
Yeah, I picture them as like hard candy for sure. Because like Christmas time, for some reason, has a lot of hard candies.
I love the
I
idea.
don't know why.
Yeah, there's a lot. I like them though.
But like I'd eat this microphone.
I do agree with the pillow one. I love a marshmallow, and so I love that analogy. What? I'm just like looking around my.
Oh, I would eat like maybe a bar of soap.
That would be like,
because like
it would taste like nougat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Or like I picture like red soap for some like bar soap,
and it would be like cherry.
Yeah.
It would be like a red Jolly Rancher.
Red Jolly Rancher. Yeah.
Red Jolly Rancher.
Yeah.
That's what it is, a red bar of soap. We're really making some amazing discoveries on this podcast.
The more you know.
The more you know. Too fucking funny. So that's it for the voicemails. But we do have, unless Jim sends one in, because he just said, are you still looking for voicemails? So I will keep refreshing this to see if Jim sends us one. But here's the anonymous form. So these are interesting. We'll go through these quickly. We have, everyone was anonymous.
I see.
Except for one person. So the first anonymous, I guess, talk line anonymous form submission. I'll have to come up with a better like title for these.
Oh,
we'll think about it.
One anonymous form isn't fun.
I'm just trying to think of like a way to say it that is nicer.
TLAF.
Like, you know how post secret was like post your secrets? Like something like that. Okay.
Awful.
First one is unpopular opinion. Taylor Swift is overrated. Sorry, Sarah. That Katy Perry is the fucking bomb. Would love to see more content of her instead of Taylor Swift. This person is clearly somebody who watches my stories and is now appreciating my surge of love for Katy Perry, because I've realized that with me, I have some top tier pop stars that I'm obsessed with. Taylor Swift, Katy Perry, Lady Gaga. I would say. Like, those are my top three. But I go through phases. So when Taylor was putting out Taylor's version of things and like Folklore Evermore, I was really into Taylor Swift. And I always am really into Taylor Swift, let it be known. But I was posting a lot of and now that Katy Perry has a Vegas residency and I've been seeing like footage from that, and it brought me a lot of joy. I've been posting a lot about her. I do fucking love Katy Perry so much. I saw her live, and I got upgraded to front row.
Ooh, how was that?
One of the best fucking nights of my life.
Oh,
it was amazing.
Exciting.
But I think. Do you think Taylor Swift's overrated?
No.
No.
Hell no. I
don't agree with you, but I respect your opinion.
Don't like Katy Perry.
No? Why?
I never got into her music. I just don't.
I feel like I could convince you.
Yeah?
I need to make the music podcast happen where I try to convince people to like certain people, because I think I'd be good at it. I think I could find songs that you would like by her.
I like
that
some songs.
That maybe aren't hits, that maybe you don't know about.
I like the song that's like, are you ready for?
Oh, Dark Horse.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah.
And then I also like the one that she made with, I think, Kanye. You're so hypnotizing.
E.T.
Yeah, I like that song. And I think that's it.
Yeah. It's funny because I feel like I know who this was who wrote this in. And I feel like this person has an affiliation. Affiliation? Is that a word? A love. I'll say a love for glamorous pop stars. And I wouldn't say that Taylor Swift, she can.
Yes, she is.
She can glam up, but she's not as stylistic as a Katy Perry.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Or like a Lady Gaga or like a Mariah Carey.
I freaking love Lady Gaga.
Yeah. I respect the opinion, because I think that that's definitely an unpopular opinion. That is an example of an unpopular opinion. Yeah. That Taylor Swift's overrated. That is something that like most people would disagree with her on. I'm assuming it's a woman. It might be a guy. Might be a guy.
They on?
Might be a guy. The next anonymous form submission. This is a doozy, so I'm going to narrow in and read it. All right. Here we go. Hot take. Okay. If you think being gay is a choice, then you're bisexual / pansexual suffering from internalized homophobia and denial. Because if you honestly believe that other people are choosing to be straight, then you must actively be choosing to be straight. Otherwise, why would you think others have a choice that you don't? Like, if you're only attracted to one gender and you never made a choice on which one, and you couldn't ever go any other way, but somehow others are choosing, it doesn't make sense. I genuinely believe anyone who says they believe it is a choice is not straight. So that's a hot.
Wow. I don't think that I should have an opinion on this as a cis straight woman, but
I know we're both very straight ladies.
I support everybody in what they do also, so I don't know.
I do agree that like that whole opinion on it's a choice obviously is bullshit, because
I think
I didn't all of a sudden have a realization being like, I just really like men and only men.
I'm gonna choose. Why would the fuck would I choose
straight?
men?
Like, there's no coming out party being like, I'm straight.
Yeah,
be here for me.
But
I'm
like,
straight.
also, what if I had a choice? I would not choose men.
Right?
Like, why? Why would I do that?
They're the worst ones to pick.
But I think that honestly, if somebody thinks that being gay is a choice, they're obviously homophobic and are
internalized homophobia.
Yep,
it's definitely there, and maybe they're closeted, maybe they're not. Like, it's tough to say. Tough to say. I'm not saying anything. I'm not making any grand statements. Just go on your journey. Look within.
You be you, boo boo.
Look within and figure it out.
You be you and don't be homophobic.
And also just like don't yuck other people's yum, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Like, if you're a certain way, just be that way, but don't make others be that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't try to. That's kind of my thing. And it's the same with like the vaccine stuff. You don't want to get it. I can't fucking control people, so I'm not going to try, because no one can control other people. If they're going to make a choice, go make that choice, but don't stop other people from.
Exactly.
It's like abortions. Yeah. Just don't get an abortion if you're against it.
Yeah, don't get an abortion if you're against it, but it's not the same.
It's not the same. Alrighty. So this came from someone named Big Hands Landers.
Ooh, yeah.
And I love this because it was dating advice, but it just turned into essentially saying that I need therapy. So let's hear it.
Anyway,
which I have some things to say on. This is my very preachy dating advice, so I hope the anonymity thing is for real. Which is funny because, anyways, all good. Heart emoji, heart emoji, heart emoji. Number one dating tip is therapy. Make room in the budget. Think of it as a necessity. There are affordable options. Look for therapists who offer sliding scales or students who are finishing their degrees. There are so many online and remote options now, too, so you aren't even limited to Halifax. Find someone that you trust and respect. It's the best gift you can give yourself. This advice is really for anyone, because every single person could benefit from mental health care. And I think that particularly people who have been exposed to modern dating for any length of time deserve some special care. Amen. The damage done to one's self-image, confidence, and general faith in people after so many years of wading through disposable culture of online dating is huge. I almost said Hinge. That's dating app. Oops. You are intelligent, caring, attractive person, and you deserve good things. Thank you for the compliment at the end. Agree. Totally agree. Easier said than done?
Yeah.
I would say that a lot of mental illnesses make taking that step hard.
Yep.
Things like depression, anxiety,
Absolutely.
ADHD particularly. We're bad at planning. We're bad at like getting those like necessity tasks done. We're just bad at it. Like, it's taken me a month to get my passport in because there's so many steps, and I have to like it takes me a week to get each step done. So it just takes much longer.
Yeah.
So I think it's easier said than done. I do think everyone deserves it and should do it.
Yeah, I think everyone deserves it. I think everyone should do it for sure because there's a lot of things that they can help you out with. That you think that I literally just had this conversation with my sister like before I came here.
That's wild.
But yeah, because there's a lot of things that you think that you know about yourself, but you don't really know about yourself, or there's some things that you think that you heal from, but you haven't really healed from it.
Yeah.
So like, there's a lot of things that therapy can help with for sure. But yeah, it's hard for people with ADHD. It's also hard for people with anxiety too, especially socialized anxiety, because we don't want to talk to people
and opening up.
Yeah,
that's fucking scary.
Being in an Aquarius and being socially anxious and anxious in general, just like therapy is not a thing for me.
Yeah, and I will say, sliding scales, yes. My only other kind of thought on that is I do think some people need very specific types of therapy, and that's not always as widely affordable for people who can't afford it. Like,
therapy should be free.
It is a privilege to. It's a privilege to have a therapist. If you're someone who says I have to go to therapy today, I just go. You should be you should say I get to go to therapy today. That's so. If you can afford it, if you have like a benefits plan that like gives you regular therapy, that's a fucking privilege. So congratulations. I do also think I've been my own therapist for 10 years, and I think I'm fairly self-aware. You know, like there's other things you can do outside of therapy to help yourself.
Yeah.
If you can't afford to talk to somebody. Like self-help books, alone time, solitude. Do like shadow work, which is brutal, but like those really brutal questions, like to answer about yourself.
Unless you're depressed, in which case solitude. Nah.
Yeah. I think everyone should learn to be alone.
Yeah.
Because we're in a world where it could be people could be taken away from us.
That's true.
Instantly. And I also think solitude, have supports around you. Solitude is not necessarily being alone. It's understanding yourself, you know?
Oh, yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
That's kind of how I see it. I see it as like introspection, I guess. But yeah, no, I think that's great advice. I do think men should also be in therapy. I feel like it's something that's very marketed towards women and not so much men.
Yeah.
Especially because we're not usually the ones doing the ghosting, doing the shitty behavior that's out there right now. So
absolutely.
Men, get your therapy on.
Men, go get therapy, okay?
We have one last form question, then we're done. And this is a doozy. What are your thoughts on guys like me who are into pegging? Hard pass. Yes. Hard pass or yes, please.
Pegging.
Do you not know what it is?
No, I know what it is. I'm just
because I had a friend tell me to clarify, and I was like, "That's shocking. I thought everyone knew what pegging was."
Yeah.
So my thing is with that, like, I'm going to assume this person means guys who are into pegging, guys who like to get pegged.
Yeah.
Because getting and giving would be two different things.
Right.
So getting, you're getting fucked in the bum with a strap on from somebody.
I don't want that.
Right. But
But giving it? Yes.
Giving. Oh, you'd be into giving.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you'd be into you think guys who would be into getting it would be like a hell yes.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
I just wouldn't want that.
For you. You wouldn't want to get it.
I wouldn't want to get.
Okay. We've clarified. That was a tough one. But I think if I really cared for somebody and I was really, really attracted to somebody, I would do it. Sexually speaking, I am sub all the way. So like anything dominant isn't my first choice.
I'm sub too, but like I don't like when things go in my butt. So I'd rather just give it.
Yeah, but that's dominant. You fucking a guy in the butt with a strap on is one of the most dominant things you could do. Like truly. Like, okay, I can't
usually sub, but in that particular situation, I could.
That's my thing. I think if guys are into it, that's fucking amazing. It's just my personal sexual taste. It wouldn't be like something that I would suggest.
Yeah,
if a guy suggested it, I would do it for him specifically, not for me.
Gotcha.
It might make me feel powerful though, and maybe I'd maybe I'd like it. Who knows? I'll try anything once or twice.
I'll try anything like 3 times.
Yeah.
Just because you never know unless you try it 3 times.
You can't do it just once.
Yeah, because then, like, what if you have a bad experience? You got to try again.
Yeah. So that was such a
interesting question.
That was an interesting question to end it on, but like I'm overwhelmed with the responses to this call-in episode.
Yeah.
And keep sending them in, everybody.
We love this.
Because this gives us stuff to do when we don't have guests. It gives us stuff for the intros, and that's what we want. So big thank you to everyone who left a voicemail, everyone who wrote in. Deeply appreciate you. Stay tuned for the next episode. Hopefully we'll have a guest.
Hey,
times are weird, everyone, but I do. We will be back. And big thank you to you, Sarah, for staying up past your bedtime to do this.
Thank you for letting me do this with you.
This was we tried to do it yesterday, and we had a bunch of tech issues. But
we did it.
But it came together today. So.
Woo-hoo.
Big thank you to everybody who tuned in on the live stream as well. And thanks so much. And I'll get you to ring the bell to end the episode. There we go. We're done.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Intoxicated Podcast. If you enjoyed this week's episode, make sure you subscribe on whatever podcast app you use and leave a rating or review on Apple Podcasts. You can also give us a follow on Facebook and Instagram at Intoxicated Podcast, and check out our video episodes on the Intoxicated YouTube channel. Until next week, feel hard and talk hard. Intoxicated Podcast is hosted and produced by Sarah McClellan, co-produced by Sarah Nicole, and brought to you by the messiness of life.
Oh, everybody's depressed. Next subject.